Welcome to U University. Today, we will discuss methods in how to stay positive in a world seemingly filled with negativity. We begin by recognizing the pervasiveness of negativity in the escalating conflicts, divisive politics, sensationalist media, and increasing crime rates. It's crucial to understand that we have the power to choose our response to these negativities. We can let them control us or decide to rise above them. This is where the power of positivity comes into action. But remember, positivity isn't about denying the negative, it's about confronting it, accepting its existence, and then consciously focusing on the good despite it. So how do we sustain positivity in practice? Let's delve into some practical steps. Start with gratitude. Consider John, a war veteran who had a life-altering injury. He chose to appreciate the life he had, despite the circumstances, and saw his injury not as a limitation, but a challenge to surmount. This attitude led him to a new path, becoming a motivational speaker, igniting others with his compelling tale of resilience and positivity. Next, practice mindfulness. Just like Mary, a single mother who lost her job during economic downturn, she didn't let her situation overpower her. Instead, she lived in the present, assessed her situation, and harnessed the setback as a springboard to pursue her and start her own business. Her mindful approach not only made her financially, but also gave her a more fulfilled life than her previous job. Lastly, use positive affirmations. By constantly reminding ourselves of our strengths, capabilities, and worth, we can cultivate a positive mindset, empowering us to rise above adversities and transform challenges into opportunities. These stories highlight not just the power of positivity, but also the practical ways to inculcate it in our lives. It's more than feeling good. It's about harnessing the power to alter our lives and those around us. Remember, positivity is an active choice that changes your life's direction. So, choose gratitude, choose mindfulness, choose positive affirmations, choose empowerment, choose transformation. Compassion and empathy are the cornerstones of a unified world. These are not just hallowed phrases, but the practical pillars of understanding and unity in a disparate world. But how do we practice compassion and empathy in a tangible way? Let's delve into some pragmatic approaches. Compassion at its core is about recognizing and wanting to alleviate the suffering of others. It's akin to a healing salve, easing discomfort and offering solace. But how can it be practiced? The most straightforward way is through action. Offering comfort, assistance, or a listening ear can alleviate someone's suffering and bring them the peace they need. Empathy, the other hand, is a profound immersion into someone else's ordeal. It's about experiencing their emotions, viewing the world from their perspective, journeying a mile in their shoes. One practical method to develop empathy is through active listening, a critical skill that involves not just hearing the words spoken, but understanding the feelings, intentions, and thoughts behind them. It necessitates giving someone your undivided attention, validating their story and making them feel seen and heard. Additionally, understanding different perspectives is quintessential to practicing empathy. It entails setting aside personal biases and preconceived notions to comprehend another's viewpoint. Each person has a unique narrative and experience, and acknowledging that is a giant step towards fostering empathy. The practice of compassion and empathy doesn't stop with understanding, it propels us into action. It's about creating an atmosphere where diverse perspectives are not merely tolerated, but valued. Engaging in meaningful dialogues, appreciating shared humanity despite differences, and taking steps to alleviate others' distress are practical manifestations of compassion and empathy. The enriching aspect of these practices is that their benefits are twofold. They not only uplift those on the receiving end, but also bolster personal growth, enhance relationships, and promote emotional well-being for those who practice them. Compassion, and when put into practice, have the potential to transform our society, bridging divides, repairing fractured relationships, and fostering unity amidst diversity. They can shift the narrative from discord to understanding, from division to unity. Compassion and empathy aren't just emotions, they are actionable lifestyles that can alter the world. And each of us wields the power to adopt these practices and instigate this transformation. Guiding our media consumption in a positive direction involves mindful strategies. We can effectively resist the relentless flood of negative news if we choose to establish boundaries. This doesn't mean ignoring the world's happenings, but it involves tuning into sources, digesting varied perspectives, and refraining from letting one viewpoint dominate our understanding. The media does shape our worldview, however, we retain the power to choose what we consume. Setting specific times to catch up on current events is a practical approach. Dedicating a certain hour or two in your day for this purpose will ensure that you stay informed without being constantly bombarded with distressing news. Additionally, practice the art of digital detox. Switch off not just your devices but also your mind from the virtual world on a regular basis. Furthermore, consciously choose to consume positive content. Seek out uplifting news and inspiring stories that balance out the heavier topics. Remember, media consumption is a responsibility, one where you get to determine its impact on you. Choose wisely and consume content that contributes positively to your overall well-being. Kindness is more than just a concept, it's an action, a way of life, a tool for transformation. Let's delve into the practical ways to spread its magic and positivity. When you throw a stone into a pond, the ripples it creates spread far and wide, influencing the entire body of water. Similarly, the impact of kindness is far-reaching. A simple act, a random gesture, can spark a chain of positivity, radiating outwards and touching lives around us. Visualize a scenario where a young woman struggling with the load of her student loans finds a $100 bill tucked under her windshield wiper with a note that says, "Just because." Overwhelmed and inspired, she decides to allocate part of that money to buy groceries for her elderly neighbor, who then spends her day making cookies for the local firefighters. This ripple effect, initiated by one act of kindness, spreads joy and warmth throughout the neighborhood. Reflect on the tale of a man who, after losing his job, found hope in a stranger's simple act of kindness at a coffee shop. This stranger paid for his coffee, bringing a smile to his face and reigniting his belief in the goodness of this world. Motivated, he started volunteering at a nearby shelter, providing comfort to those in dire need. These stories underline not just the emotional impact of kindness, but also its practical implications. Through these examples, we see how random acts of kindness, expressing appreciation, and sharing positive stories can have a transformative effect. Remember, kindness doesn't always need grand gestures. A warm smile, an extended hand, a gentle word of encouragement. These are all seeds of positivity that we can sow in our surroundings. As these seeds take root and grow, they build a flourishing garden of kindness that has the potential to change the world. As we go about our lives, let's make an effort to practice kindness in tangible ways. In a world often overshadowed by negativity, it's the most basic form of magic we can create. It's a language that transcends boundaries, weaving us together in a network of positivity and love. Spread kindness, it's not just a concept but a practice of magic. In this bustling world, our strength comes from our connections and communities. Rather than viewing connections as merely emotional, let's delve into the practical steps each one of us can take to foster a thriving community. It all begins with participation, be it a local event, a charity run, or a simple community cleanup. Each involvement marks our contribution to a vibrant community. The act of volunteering is another monumental step towards building a strong community. By dedicating our time and skills, we help to create a network of support that can prove invaluable in times of need. In every interaction, every relationship we cultivate, we are laying the bricks of a more understanding and supportive world. Nurturing relationships is not just about emotional bonds, but also about recognizing that every person is grappling with their struggles. Offering a listening ear, a kind word, or a helping hand can go a long way in creating a network of support. Then there's the power of connection. By engaging with like-minded individuals in community activities, we can expand our own perspective and magnify our positive impact. Think of it as a positivity echo chamber where every positive action reverberates, extending its reach beyond immediate circles. Together, we stand stronger. Let's actively participate, volunteer and build strong supportive networks. Let's connection and unity and create a world where community spirit isn't just an abstract concept, but a reality that we live every day. Change begins with action, and today we delve into the practical steps each of us can to make a difference. We all possess the potential to contribute to a more positive world, to reverse the waves of negativity that can appear daunting. So, where do we initiate? It all starts with setting personal goals for positive change. These goals can be as simple as a kind word, offering a helping hand, or exhibiting understanding in a difficult situation. Remember, even the smallest actions can serve as the catalyst for momentous change. Don't underestimate in creating a difference. Next, reflect on the areas in your life where you can create a positive impact. This could be through enhancing your communication skills, demonstrating more empathy, or radiating positivity through your actions and attitudes. Positivity is infectious. By embodying it, you inspire others to do the same. In addition, consider offering support to causes that resonate with you. This could entail volunteering your time, making a donation to a charity, or using your influence to raise awareness about a specific issue. Every action, no matter how small, is significant. Finally, share your journey By doing so, you not only inspire others but also create a chain reaction that can extend far beyond your immediate circle. Remember, the ability to inspire change is within you. Today, let's take the first step. Every stride, no matter how small, takes us closer to a world where positivity overshadows negativity. It's time to start constructing that world, one action at a time. Begin now by commenting in the comments section below on your ideas in how to make our world a more loving and peaceful place. Our University community is a perfect example of how kind people can help each other through tough times. Thank you for being here. You are already part of the solution.